Beautiful people, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, comment, and share. I'm Rachel Edeki. I also changed that name because I'm no longer Rachel Edeki, but soon enough. Stay tuned and enjoy this video. So this video is a tutorial on how to make this bag, half round beaded bag. I got my inspiration from a video I saw and I decided to try it out. So let's do this together. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share. Love you. So let's get right into it. I have my black beads, which I'll be using. I have my fishing line 0.60. As you can see, I really used it a lot. It's just remaining small. Then I have my scissors. As I couldn't find my cutter, I have a scissors to use. So first of all, I start off by cutting a really long line of fishing line. I like it long, though if you're just starting, I advise you do it short to get it perfectly. For me, I like it long so I don't have to cut and attach. So first of all, we're starting off with a ring of 6. I'm going to put in 5, then interlock with the last one, the 6th one, to complete the ring of 6. Remember, we're making a half round beaded bag. So here I have a ring of 5 and I'm locking it with the 6th one. What I like to do to make it firm, I take one side of the thread, bend it, pass it through, then pass the opposite thread through it to make it like I'm tying it, to make it very strong and firm. That is what I like to do. It makes it easier for me to work with. It's not loose, it's actually very firm. As you can see, it's actually tight. Then after this, we're going to make a ring of 6 round this first layer of 6 that we just did. So we're going to pass through every bead and make a ring of 6 on each of them. But I'm going to start off by putting 5 on the left side of my thread. I'm going to put 4 rather. I'm going to put 4. Then interlock with the 5th one to make the first ring of 6. So right here I've put my beads, 4 beads, and I'm going to interlock with the 5th one on the other side. Like I told you, I like to do mine like this, to interlock like this, to make it firm. It's more like I'm tying it, it's not loose, it's easier to work with for me. Long thread can be really tiring at times because it can get tangled, but it's what I prefer. So right now I'm going to pass it through the next bead on my right. Since I'm right-handed, I think left-handed people go the other way. I'm going to pass it through the next bead and add 4 and interlock with the 4th one to complete my ring of 6. The first one we did 5 because it was just 1 bead that we had for start, but this we have 2 since we passed through another one. So here we're going to use 4 instead of 5. So you pass 3 on one side, then interlock with the 4th one to make a ring of 6. And that's the way you continue to the last one. Yeah, so you continue like that to the last one. When you get to the last one, you should have something like this. So you just pass it through the last bead from the first layer and the first one that you started with on the second ring of 6. That way you are having a base of 3. Then all you need to add to complete your ring of 6 would be just 3. So you put 2 on one side and interlock with 1. That way your second layer is complete. Then you move to the 3rd layer. So here's what you should have if you have been following me so far. Then we'll move on to the next layer where we'll make rings of 5s and 6. This one is not just ring of 6 throughout. We're going to have 6, 5, 6, 5, and we're starting off with a ring of 6. So I pass through the next bead there to make a layer to start on a base of 2, meaning to have a ring of 6 I'll add just 4. So I'm going to add 3 on one side and interlock with the 4th one to have my first ring of 6. After my first ring of 6, I'll need to make a ring of 5. So this is what I have. I'm going to pass through the next bead to make my ring of 5. Here I'll just be adding 3 to make a ring of 5, put 2 on one side, interlock with 1. Then the next thing is to pass through the next 2, not just 1 as you have been passing through. This time we're passing through the next 2. Then I'm going to add 3 again, 2 on one side, interlock with 1 to make the next ring of 6. Do you understand? Remember that we are making rings of 6 and 5s. So we already made 6, we have 5, now we're making 6, we're passing through the next 2. So basically it's making rings of 5s and 6. What you do is that you pass, after passing through 2, you pass through 1, then you pass through 2. That's the way, but you keep adding 3 on every step till you get to this final step. Since you started with a ring of 6, you should be ending with a ring of 5. So you just pass through the last 2 beads, then you lock with you put 1 on one side and interlock with 1, ending with 2. So that should give you a ring of 5 as your last one. Then you move to the next layer. This is what you should have if you've been following me. We're done with the 3rd layer. We're going to the 4th ring. So on the 4th layer here, we're going to make rings of 4. You put on the very first one, you put 2 on one side and interlock with 1. That's 3 beads on the first one. Then you pass through the next, add 1 on the left, interlock with the 1 on the right, pass through the next again, add 1 on the left, interlock with the 1 on the right. So this is what you should have for the very first one, where you put 3 and you're interlocking with the 3rd one. Then you pass it through the next bead, put 1 on the left, interlock with the 1 on the right. Then you keep like that, but pay attention to this process because this is where our half shape starts from. So you don't take it to the very end, just watch what I do. So you count 5 beads from the ending and give that space. So you are stopping on the 6th one, give that space. This is where our half shape begins from. So when we are done with this 6th one, what we do is that we pass our thread in out to come out from the edge of this particular one we are doing, to come out at the top. So we're going to pass it inside, in between the beads, to come out at this top, so we can form another layer, our 5th layer, which will be rings of 5s this time around. So you just look for a way to pass it and bring it out. Meanwhile, you would skip the first one, which is the last one you did. You skip the last one and go to the next. There you start your ring of 5. Since we're starting off on a base of 1, you add 3 on one side and interlock with 1. This time we are going the other way because it's half, so we're going the other way. Then you pass through the next bead, add 2 on one side and interlock with 1. Then you pass through the next, add 2 on one side, interlock with 1, and that's the way you continue till you get to the other side of this half piece we're doing. So here we are at the end of the other side. As you can see, it's already taking shape. Here we form our last ring of 5, then we try and bring it out again at the top, then we form the ring of 6 on top and go back the other way. Remember the shape of the bag, we are going for a half round beaded bag. So this is our last ring of 5. After making sure it's on top, then we make a ring of 6 backwards. You pass it through the next one, add 4 on one side and interlock with the 5th one. Then when you make your first ring of 6, you pass through the next one again. So that's the way you continue till you reach the very end. You pass through the next one, add 4 on one side, interlock with 1 to make a ring of 6. I'm sorry I couldn't video the whole process. Something came up, but what I did was, after making a ring of 6, I made a ring of 4 on each one. That's the way you get the complete shape. Then I already have 2 of this. Of course I'll need 2 of this. Now I'm going to join the 2 sides together. I'm just going to join them by the sides together. And how do I do this? I pass it on the edge. I passed on the edge and use rings of 4 to connect them. I don't want it very wide, so I'm just going to make a little space in between. So this is the first ring of 4 for my joining. This is the second. The third will be what will connect both bags together, both sides together, sorry. So I add 1 to this side, then use it to join this other one and interlock with the last one. So this is what you should have. Then I'll pass through the second one for the other side, try to form another ring of 4 by adding one on the left, interlocking with the one on the right. Then I pass again. Then I pass through the next one. This is basically how I'll just take it round till I connect them fully together. Basically just keep making rings of 4 on each one, joining them together. So this is what you should have so far, both of them fully connected. Now we are going to make the hand. I have a particular design in mind, though I'm not too sure, so I'm just winging it and seeing what I create. But for my hand, I'm thinking of something thick, so we're making the hand separately. I start off by making a ring of 4, putting 3, then interlocking with 1, then putting 1 on both sides, interlocking with 1, and continue to my desired length. I wasn't too sure of how long my hand would be. Like I said, I'm just winging it. So I think I made the length of 15. Yeah, so I think I made the length of 15. This is the first layer. So to end this first layer, instead of adding 1 on both sides and interlocking, I add 2 on one side and interlock with the third one to make it curve, because we're going for a second layer. I repeat this process twice, so I'm still going to add 2 on my left side and interlock with 1. That way to take me fully to the second layer. Then I just keep passing through the next, adding 1, then interlocking with 1. So yeah, I pass through the next bead, add 1, then interlock with 1, and I pass. That's where I continue. I pass it through till I get to the last one. Sorry, my husband was gisting with me, so I was a bit distracted while doing all this. So this is the last one where I add 1 on my right hand this time around, because I'm trying to create a third layer, and interlock with 1. Then I repeat the process of starting the second layer where I add 2 on my right side and interlock with 1, because I'm going for a third layer. So I just repeat the same process I did for the second one. Here's what we have after completing the 3. Like I said, it's the handle we are making. I will fold it, bend it, then take the edge, pass 1, then pass it through the other side to connect the hand together, that I interlock. I just keep passing the thread through both sides and interlocking, just to make the handle, like I said. So here is the finished bag. I just made the hand and attached it to it, but after attaching it I decided to do it round, hence the extra then I added the silver chain you're seeing, which is pretty easy to attach. I didn't want to make the video too long, that was why I just did everything as fast as I could. Thank you very much for watching. I hope it was useful. Please don't forget to subscribe, like and comment. If you have any question, I'll be glad to answer you in the comment section. Bye.